Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coach Bulldog Johnny YouTube channel. I am your host, the visionary, the revolutionary Coach Bulldog Johnny. We are live for EA Sports PGA Tour Road to the Masters, episode number 55. And we are live with the first round of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am at Pebble Beach, California. Oh, excuse me. Let's take y'all back to the season, or the season opener thus far. So thus far we have had we've had the American Express Championship at PGA West, which I finished tied for second. Got 183 points out of that. Last week we finished tied for seventh at 9 under par with 87 points in the FedEx Cup standings. Y'all don't forget, if you already have, to be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel for more content, daily content as well. So, I'm going to tell y'all, I feel like this is the week I can pull this off, ladies and gentlemen. And why I said that, I feel like this is the week I can pull this off. The AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am, we've got one person already on the horn. Thank you for watching, whoever you are. Thank you very much. We've got over 2,500 channel views. Thank y'all very much for watching. So Victor Hovland is 7 under par, and Connors is 7 under par, and I'm teeing off at 11:12 in the morning. Me and Tony Finau teeing off together. 6 to 9 mile-an-hour winds. Everything else is average. Tournament firmness on the rough is first cut length is long, and tournament green as well. With that being said, here is round one of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am in Pebble Beach, California. Here is Rich Lerner and the gang.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Monterey Peninsula, live opening round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Blue skies on top of blue waters, right next to one of the prettiest pieces of green grass on this good earth, as we check out the leaderboard here in round one. We're looking at a tie at the top at 7 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking for another strong showing after a top 10 finish a week ago. So, Frank, the first two tournaments of this new season have come and gone. Now we tackle one of the finest tracks in the world here at Pebble Beach. And the golfer we're assigned to here, coming off a really promising performance down at Torrey last week. Didn't get the win, but a top 10 in start number 2, that has to portend good things, don't you think, Frank?
It certainly does, Rich. I mean, this is a very solid performance going into this week, but now it's different. You could get weather, right? Rain, maybe a lot of wind. So Pebble can play so many different ways. So you've got to really have your game and your guile this week. I'm curious. I'm really curious to see how this game translates this week.
Thank you very much, Frank, and we are underway.
This one starting a hair right.
Went too much down with the downslope on that, with the low loft
So
on it.
many great golf courses here on the Monterey Peninsula. We're at Pebble Beach for this, the third tournament on the PGA Tour schedule this year. And Frank, we look at the golfer we're going to be following. Rookie on this tour, still looking to play the weekend for the first time after 2 missed cuts. Is there a danger of getting too discouraged early on?
There certainly is, and I think that's exactly where the player feels right now. If all of a sudden it's 3 in a row, you start to think, have I made the right decision? But I remember a
Actually,
line
they're
from
wrong.
the late,
I've
great
made the
Arnold
cut.
Palmer. He
Both,
said
I
this
don't know
game
why
is
they said
9%
that, but I've
mental,
made the
and
cut
the other
both
10%,
times.
well, that's mental as well.
I've made both cuts in both tournaments, and I've come close to winning both tournaments. And that's off on
Mishit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
122 is the number. Pin in the middle, so it's a green light.
Look at Tony Finau's shot. That's pretty.
Well, that ball landed really too close to the flag. These are firm greens. You've got to land that short.
I can't go with my shot I wanted to go with, so I'll just go with the pitch shot. I was wanting to go with the spinner, but got it down short. That's good. That shot will play there, as they say.
This one on the slow side as he'll try to get this one close.
Tony Finau for birdie. And to go to 1 under par, be 6 shots off the lead here. Nope. Excuse me.
Well done. That is in
Thank
for
you.
a par here at the first. And he'll stay at level par.
I did my practice round here yesterday. Shot 3 under par for the entire practice
that's
round,
in
so
for
that's
par
not
here
too
at the
bad.
first. And he'll stay at even par. Frank, this whole area of the country, Monterey, Carmel, 17-mile drive, just such a stunning setting for golf. We're just taking a nice drive with the emerald green fairway set against the ocean blue. It's just ideal. But talk to me about playing the course, Pebble Beach. What should a young golfer like this keep in mind when teeing it up for the first time as a professional?
Rich, it's the polar opposite of the drive-in, where you decompress and look at the views. Because once you get onto that first tee at Pebble, it's a wonderful golf course designed by Jack Neville. You're going to realize that no 2 holes look the same. I mean, that's stating the obvious there. But side hill lies when you play it towards the Pacific. And then you sort of beat your way around the golf course. The beautiful downhill par 3 7th. I know it's talked about and it's photographed, but that's where you start scratching your head and like, do I have the right club? And that's a feeling you get at Pebble so often around this golf course. But I mentioned 7, so I've got to mention 8, 9, and 10. In my opinion, they're the 3 best par 4s in a row.
That's the first microphone that I've seen right there.
I mean, they're beautiful driving holes and iron play, but
that's the first time I've seen a microphone up that close.
But it's also about the legacy that this golf course has for America. So to compete at Pebble is one thing. To play well at Pebble, well, that's another thing as well.
I played this golf course back when we had the Korn Ferry Tour Championship. The championship on the Korn Ferry Tour, and I finished 2nd here, so I know this golf course very well. I know how the wind is as well, very well.
So that one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
I'm going to go with a low loft. I'm not going to go full swing on this and run it on that green. It's going to hit the green and roll. There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Yes.
sensational shot here on and 2 on the par 5. And Frank, a good look at eagle.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Rich. 2 good shots into this par 5 and a chance to be more than well rewarded.
That would have been a good one to convert on. Instead, that'll be
That was
left for
one
birdie.
I done yesterday
So
on
from 13
the
feet out,
on the
is for an eagle.
Let me look at the scorecard real quick. I think it was 14. 14 yesterday on the back in my practice round, the back nine. 14, I hit a chip shot eagle on that one.
Stay focused.
Oh, missed. Missed that eagle, but hey, there's still a birdie putt coming.
This
We still
now
got a shot
7
at it.
feet for his birdie. Yeah,
Up and
well
down,
done.
side
It's
to
a birdie
side,
here
shake
for
and bake, baby.
second.
We're in business. Early.
Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2. Well, Frank, here we are at the third. Severe dog leg left, and I'm just curious how much of that dog leg the big hitters might think about chewing off.
Rich, the game has changed so much. If there's a hint of a breeze behind, I mean, really, have a crack at it with a driver. It's about 350 yards, really, to the front edge of the green. But if not, you've got to negotiate those 3 bunkers on the right side. And depending on what club you want to have to head off the tee, decide which one of those bunkers you want to aim at.
Let's see, driver. I want to use a driver, and I want to go with a I want to do a low draw into the wind here. Round that tree. That should play. Stay on the fairway. That should play. That will play. I'll take that shot. Every time I'll take that shot.
Here, and that is right where you want to be.
Instead of using the 3-wood, there's you another microphone. What did he use on his? He used the iron to get over there?
Yeah, if you see shortish par 4s like this, it's a great time to bring out the irons, and that is going to work out well.
Oh, he done that pretty good.
So, Iona, this is second from the fairway.
On front left, so he can take dead aim.
And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still inside 40 feet.
The heck happened here? Uh-oh. Hang on just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what the heck is going on here. We lost connection to the server. Not my server, their server. Excuse me. Y'all screw with me, and I'm playing a daggum good hole, man. Get back on. I lost service on the connection. Not my internet. It was just the EA server in general went down.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Monterey Peninsula, live opening round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Blue skies on top of blue waters, right next to one of the prettiest pieces of green grass on this good earth, as we check out the leaderboard here in round 1. We've got a tie at the top. Let's get out to the action as we pick things up at the par 4 third.
Quite obviously off the tree and into the rough.
I don't get that. I don't understand it. Why it messed me up like that? Now see, I had a good shot on that second shot, and it screwed me up like that. Ain't that
Second
something?
shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notavigay the third.
He's got 142 yards to the front, 148 to the hole. Ball definitely on a downslope, so it's going to fire out just a little bit low.
That's off the green. End of the rough.
Well, as an old baseball
Thanks
announcer
a lot,
once
server,
said,
for going out.
going,
Gone.
goodbye. And this ball not quite going to be a GIR. It'll come to rest on the fringe. The speed perfect there from off the green. The line was perfect too, and as a result, it's in for birdie.
That's a BS call.
Nicely done. It is a par here at the third.
That's crazy. I had a
he'll
good
remain
shot on that.
at
If
one
y'all
under
go
par.
back and watch that, I had a good shot, and then they restarted me back
Frank,
over at
this
the
is
tee
where it
box.
becomes really obvious where you are. You're at Pebble Beach. There's the
When the
Pacific
server went
Ocean.
down.
And this begins
Crazy.
that magnificent 7-hole stretch right along the ocean. A fun hole, not long, 331 yards up the hill. We're at the fourth.
Yeah, and each one of those 7 holes that you referred to, Rich, there's a common theme, which is don't look right. Because that's pretty much the ocean the whole way around. And this one here, that decision has to be made. 330 to the front of the green.
If the server had
There's a hint
not
of a
went
breeze
down,
to
I would
try
have
and
birdied
drive
that
it.
hole, and
Otherwise, really,
everybody
you've got to
knows.
worry about that pot bunker. That's between 230 and 250 yards. But as I first said, do not
And
go
Tony
right.
Finau is in the bunker.
Nope, that wasn't the right line, and he'll pay the price as this ball going to run off the fairway and into the bunker.
I'm gonna do the drive, my drive here, but I'm gonna do a low loft and backspin. Should be too bad.
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass.
The wind wasn't blowing, I could drive that
And
green
this
easy.
not a distance you practice all that often with your bunker shots.
Not too bad.
All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play.
Let's see, spinner shot. This is for eagle here. We'll go to the left just a tad. The spinner gets me down there about 18 feet.
Really, it's
so
a
we're all
waste
right.
after that tee shot. Just very average approach.
Now this for birdie.
He does have a bit of an incline to navigate, but other than that, this shouldn't move much at all.
Go. That's you. Oh,
Short.
dang,
Just
missed
a couple of
that.
turns, Frank.
Ah!
But here's Tony for his birdie.
Here's Tony Finau for another birdie here. Nope. So Finau's got a par putt coming up.
Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And he'll stay at 2 under. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. We arrive now at the 189-yard par 3 called the New Fifth. Despite being redesigned by Jack Nicklaus late last century, safest play here is to the left center of the green.
Tony Finau is turning this left to left here. Yeah, because you got to play into the wind, so why not? Hey, he pulled
Okay,
one
a
of my
little local
stunts.
knowledge
Thank you.
there. He gets that ball to work back onto the green. And now a birdie putt coming up.
That's going to be close. Nope, too much.
Yeah, that one came in a little hot. It's safely on, but it'll be a long look coming up.
Shouldn't have too much problem. I don't think. Let's see. I read this. Come on, that's in there. That's you. That's you.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but
Yep.
got it there. That's a pretty good effort.
But it's all right. We'll take it.
Nah, the pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope. It's
Tony
in for
Finau
a birdie.
bird, man.
That one finished off. It is a par here at 5.
Everybody home.
And he'll stay right where he is.
You're all right. You're all right. That wind is just screwing with you just a little bit. You're all right.
Frank, here we are. Another good scoring opportunity. The dramatic par 5 6th.
It's easy to have that view of Stillwater Cove on the right. That, needless to say, is not the place to go. Those 5 bunkers down the left really determine your strategy off the tee. Plus, you're playing from elevation, nearly 20 yards extra off the tee. So that run out of fairway, believe me, that's in play.
This is one of them strategic ones. You can make an eagle on this one. If you play your cards right, you can make an eagle on this hole. And in every golf game I've ever played, I've always eagled this hole because I know the correct strategy. When it's low winds, but with it 6 to 9 mile an hour wind, I don't know. We'll see.
And this a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine.
Go back toward the middle here, pull a low loft shot into this. Should be fine. That'll play. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. It's alright, it's a little too much, but it's okay.
Now a big spot here for something good. This is a short second to the par 5.
177 yards for Tony Finau. He's thinking about what he's got to do. He's got a blind. This is what they call a blind second shot. Shoots that pretty good. Let's see. He's going to hit the green in 2.
It is one of the more satisfying shots in golf, isn't it? Downwind to a par 5 the second, you knock it on. Chance for eagle.
Certainly shortens up the par 5, that wind at your back, Rich, but you can just surf the wind. Just leave that ball carry and just sail towards the green.
Nope. I don't think so.
All right.
That's on the fringe, and you can put it.
Hole 2 on the par 5. Landed it on the green. Wasn't able to get it to stop from that far away. Just on the...
What is up with this thing today doing this? Crazy. What the heck's going on there? That's the second time this has done this today. Well, it may have something to do with last night. We had a little episode
EA
of Power
Sports
went out last night.
And the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
I'm not doing this, people. This is not
from the
me
Monterey
doing this.
Peninsula.
This is
Live
EA
opening
server
round
doing
coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Blue skies on top of blue waters, right next to one of the prettiest pieces of green grass on this good earth. As we check out the leaderboard here in round 1.
We got a 164.
Some good names up there, including our leader. Time to head out to the course as we pick things up on the tee at the long par 5 6th.
I think I know what my problem might be. Why the EA server is doing like it is. Because for one thing, I haven't I just got straight on. I didn't I'm gonna restart since it went off last night. Talking about with when the light went off. I'm gonna restart my system up when I get finished with this.
It is one of the most satisfying shots in golf, isn't it? Downwind to a par 5 the second, you knock it on. Chance for eagle.
Certainly shortens up the par 5, that wind at your back, Rich, but you can just surf the wind. Just leave that ball carry and just sail towards the green.
The green is moving pretty good, so I'm going to just try this. I ain't going to go with the full quest at it. Ooh, hit it, hit it, hit it.
Normally they stick a tee in one end and a flag in the other. You're advanced away. But that second shot on this par 5, that completely took the green out of play. Airmailed. That is a big mistake.
If I'd have clubbed down, maybe I'd have stopped it. Be now for an eagle.
So a
Not
good
bad.
lag putt there, Frank. Yeah, the whole idea of a lag putt, sometimes you build a 3 or a 4 foot circle and just try and get it inside that. Good putt.
That was a third shot. I done a little chip shot to get it on there.
Let's bring in Nota Begay the third for a look at birdie.
Slightly downhill, so the ball will carry to the hole and just a little right to left.
Get in there. Boom, up and down, side to side. Boom, bam, boom, shake and bake, baby.
It's in for a birdie.
Get 61 green in reactions. That means get your shot on the green and 2 shots on the par 4s. And 2 shots.
Okay,
on the par
well
5s.
done there. It's a birdie here at the 6th.
Here's the most iconic hole at Pebble Beach
Frank, there are
coming up.
certain spots in sport that kind of steal your breath. Starters Gate at the Kentucky Derby, home plate at Fenway Park, maybe top of the hill if you ski at Kitzbühel, 7th tee at Pebble Beach. Absolutely is one of those special places.
Just over 100 yards, Rich. It's the ultimate, I don't know, piece of cake where that's what it looks like, but then you try and taste it and you want a little more, and then you realize you've just bitten off more than you can chew.
That ain't bad.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green.
Just going to read this putt right here. We're going to pull out the Texas wedge here and try to get it on line. No, that's in there. You got that. That's in there. Oh. Not a par putt. Ain't
Finau
par
looking
putt
over
don't
this
sound
one
so
for
bad.
birdie.
So Finau's in 4th place here. 4 under par. Does he get that? Yes, he does. He gets the birdie.
Absolutely
5 under
perfect
par.
there. Down the slope. It's in for a birdie. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll remain right where he is.
2 under par in the top 15.
Now to one of the most picturesque par 4s in the world.
If we get the
8th hole
wind
here at
speed
Pebble
just
Beach.
right,
Jack
I'm
Nicklaus,
gonna
who
win
won
this
the
tournament,
US
I
Open
promise.
here, called it simply the greatest second shot to a par 4 anywhere in the world.
I promise you. Using a 3 wood here.
And that will do just fine. Yeah, that's in the fairway. It's a long way back there, but a good, safe shot from the fairway. Let's go to Noda.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been.
That's right. He could add his 4th birdie in a row. Come on, Tony Finau. I'm going to do the pick shot. That ain't, now that's the best pick shot that I've done out of a bunker.
And par should
on this
be
game,
pretty well
period.
within reach.
Period. That is the best one I've done. Pick shot.
Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll stay at -3.
Tomorrow we will have Atlanta Braves baseball right back here once again as we open up the final set on our 3-game home series. The final leg as we take on the Phillies.
And he'll stay.
The battle for first place begins tomorrow. I'm going in game 1 against Jesus
2019
Luzardo.
U.S. Open number 9 was the hardest hole on the golf course. Frank, give yourself certainly a good crack at 4 by hitting the fairway.
And that's all you wanted to do in 2019. It's fine to say all too, but having to hit the left side of this fairway just to keep it in play, and then once again hit into, I know we say this a lot here, but a very narrow green and a very small green, but this time with a long club.
AT&T tee box, you see right there. You see the microphone to the right. That's the first time I've seen the microphone to the right at any of the golf courses this year we've had.
Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot.
Yep. I'm going to do something against my better judgment here. Uh-oh. I hope that didn't
This one moving just a little bit to the right with that wind.
Well, that one's finished in the first cut. It's going to be a little bit harder to spin it from there with a little bit of grass around the ball. But
what I wanted to
still
do was
not
try
too
to
bad.
run it. I wanted to run it down that fairway and get it run down that hill because there's a little slope down on that hill. Could have run it down. Had a shot at it.
So from just off the fairway, this his second.
Yeah, this is straight at it.
That's
It's a
right on
really
deck,
good line.
Jack.
Oh, this is an electric start. Already we're seeing birdies galore. And another great iron shot setting up another.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go.
We see
12 to
there's some
Stephen.
people walking on the
Now, it
beach
would be
down there.
tempting
You
to
know
leave
they
this
got to
one
be
short.
standing there
You
watching
can worry
this.
so much about the break that you forget to hit it. Demands a firm stroke.
Ooh,
Oh,
that was a
never
good
in
shot by
doubt.
Tony
What a great
Finau.
putt that is. It's a
6
birdie
birdies.
here at the 9th, and that finishes off a strong front 9. It's a 33, 2 under par. Nothing to it.
Booyah!
Well done.
Up and
It's a
down,
birdie
side to
here at
side,
the
shake and
9th,
bake.
and that is going to finish off they go out in 32. Hope you're enjoying this little stroll along Carmel Bay, and the golf is as good as the view. This 10th hole is 444 yards. I would tell you that it is the widest fairway at Pebble Beach. It is, but it doesn't feel that way because of the way it slopes left to right, and if you're not careful, this one can get away from you and head toward that Pacific.
Yeah, but you dropped the bomb on me. You dropped the bomb on me. You dropped the bomb on me. Baby.
Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday.
The green earth is going on here today. Connection lost. Reconnect the servers. Getting tired of this junk, man. It's getting on my dang nerves. Bad. Y'all, I'm sorry for this, y'all. Y'all have to excuse me. I will have this fixed by the time
PGA
round 2
Sports
starts. Well, by the time
and
I
the
start
PGA
round
Tour
2, I
proudly
promise.
present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Monterey Peninsula, live opening round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Blue skies on top of blue waters, right next to one of the prettiest pieces of green grass on this good earth. As we check out the leaderboard
There's
here
that hole I was
in
talking
round
about.
one.
I wanted to do right there. Get it
A
down.
lot of folks
go
fighting
down
for
there.
the title, including our leader. So let's
Victor
get you out
Hovland.
to the
Yep.
action on the
Me and
turn
Tony Finau.
as we head to the tee at the par 4 10th.
Me and Tony Finau is paired up for this first round. He's 6 under. I'm 3 under. I'm 3 shots behind him. 4 shots off Victor Hovland in the leaders. But if I do what I did yesterday in my practice round, I was 3 under going into the practice round yesterday on the front 9. But I hit on the 11th, on the 12th hole, I hit a double bogey on the 12th hole, and that's what shot it down a little bit, where I ended up shooting 3 under over the whole thing.
Maybe
but
a
I
little
won't
too
mess
pumped
that
up
up
there.
this
That
time.
just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie. It might have been perhaps a little conservative, but right in the heart of the green.
18 feet from the bottom of the cup.
You got this. You got this. You got this. Oh,
boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't
How
get
did
the
you
speed
miss
any
that
better than
shot?
that. Sophia,
Good gracious
this
alive.
for birdie.
How did you not go down in the cup? Are you serious?
Nope.
Nope. He's going to par it, and I'm going to par mine too. So. Hey, man, what y'all walking on the beach out there doing? What y'all doing on the beach? There's people walking the beach. Now, this is the first... You remember how in my other streams on here I said I like the game as far as when you're at a course that's got water, you can see people, you can see gators and ducks in the water, then you can in 2K25. And you just saw it all right there, people walking the beach at Pebble Beach.
And he'll stay right where he is.
Well,
this is where Pebble Beach changes significantly. We're going away from the Pacific Ocean now, up the hill toward the forest. Frank, what do you think of the 11th hole?
Well, it's tricky, Rich. Number one, because it's blind, as you've detailed, but uphill and it's sea level, so that tee shot's not going to go that far. There is a run out down that left side, just inside the tree line there. That's about 308 yards, but you're not going to go that far. So really, you have to respect this hole. Just hit a fairway fine.
I went 283. I pulled down the loft on it and got a good shot. That's okay. That's okay. We'll take it. We'll take it in stride and we'll go right along with it, as they call it. He's fine. He went 237.
Right along. Another good tee shot right there. Gotta think this is an
Setting up
extra half club or more as he sets for a second into the wind.
Yeah, you gotta be cautious when you're shooting in the wind. Got
it's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Oh, I'm straight on. Never mind. Okay. Ooh.
No, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
Chapter 2 completed proficiency. I got some reward points. I'll have
this
to
one is looking good.
It's looking good. Boom! Up and down, side to side.
Perfect speed.
Bam! Shake them and bake them, baby. Let's
go in for a birdie. Now this.
That's a long putt, boys. Birdie. That's 47 foot. So Tony Finau's co-leader on the board here. That's not bad.
So
means I'm 2 shots behind him, and I'm playing. He's my playing partner.
And he'll remain at 4 under.
Will Zalatoris is 7 under.
And now we arrive at the 202-yard par 3 12. Best to work the ball right to left, landing as softly as possible on one of the firmest greens at Pebble Beach.
Excuse me. My gracious mercy. Okay, let's do. I'm gonna club down twice to a 7 iron here and try to run it short. Try to get it short, run it onto the green. We'll see what happens. I think we got something. Boom. Play on that fringe and you're all right. Yeah, we'll take it.
Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch.
That's all right. It's on the fringe. It's still a good shot. In my opinion, still a good shot. 4th place. Tony Finau. So Zalatoris is now 7 under 65 for his day. He's finished his round of golf. And here is. He's still looking to get my first ace on a par 3.
Okay,
I
just
hope I do
outside
one
of
of
10
these days.
feet and a birdie chance here at number 12.
I'll get lucky one of these days and do it. Trust me. I don't know if I wanted to put this in or not. Let's see. Get it short. It's going to go way away from it. Hey, but that's short enough. That's a 2-footer.
11
It's
feet
all right.
away.
It's okay. And he missed it to take us to
I
tie,
think he was
take
about
a share of
ready
the
to
lead.
walk
He
that
missed
in.
it.
That looked on target the whole way. That one safely
Par.
in. It's a par here at 12. And
Par
he'll
at
remain
12.
right where he is.
So, the par. And still be in 4th place on the day. He got
Okay,
it.
that one finished off for a par.
So he had
And
6
he'll
birdies
stay
on the front
right where he
9.
is.
It's Tony Finau. He parred 3 on the back. All 3 on the back 9 that he's done thus far. I'm in 5th place, 4 under par.
Frank, the 13th hole doesn't get as much fanfare as some of the more picturesque par 4s here at Pebble Beach. Just curious, what do you think of this 13th hole?
I think it's a good hole, Rich, because it rewards you. You can certainly make 3 here. I remember when Tony Jacklin actually made an eagle here, but it's very easy to mess up. Purely because they added those 3 bunkers in on the right side that start at 260 yards and finish at just over 290 yards. What that has done to this hole is actually shrunk the fairway to just 35 yards wide.
It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive.
It's 7 advanced fairway interaction. Tony looks like he's headed to the bunker. Oh? Take that back. He got to that first stop.
Solid, good drive
He got
in
to
the
that
fairway.
first stop there. Pretty good shot.
From the
Tony
fairway
Finau.
Nota, this is second.
144 left to the hole.
Flag
Pin
stick.
is on the front left part of the green.
Yep, what I thought. I thought it was in the front left. I could see it, but I couldn't see it that good.
And a good
The
iron
second
shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Second
Solid.
shot upcoming with that pin tucked in the front left. And that not quite going to hold the green, but that'll be okay. This one should cut pretty hard to his left. It's for birdie.
All right, Tony, you're reading at it, you're looking at it, see how you can figure this. Tony Finau reading the putt, trying to see what he can figure out, how to hit this putt.
Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that.
What's in the store?
I don't think we'll be seeing that one on the
Don't know.
highlight shows tonight, Frank, but all in all,
Who is
that's
Jake
not too
Buckley?
bad.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
not
watching.
bad, not bad.
What's in the
but
store?
Not great, so not bad.
Got it.
Okay, safely in for par here at 13, and he'll remain right where he is.
The second par on me for this one. Next up's the one I eagled yesterday in my practice round, a chip shot eagle.
Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll stay right where he is.
I'm still 3 shots off the lead.
Frank, the 14th hole, par 5, it is one of the most difficult par 5s in championship golf, isn't it?
It certainly is, Rich. Not just because of the length of the hole, 570-plus yards, but reachable only really by the longest hitters in the right conditions. But it's the third shot. I've got to rank the third shot as probably the hardest short wedge shot, right up there with the 15th hole at Augusta.
In the first cut, we're still fine. See that limb there that's hanging, that hanging limb? If you're not careful, if you don't fade it around that limb, you're going to be in some serious trouble because it won't go near the fall. It'll hit that limb and it'll mess up the trajectory of your shot. His second shot.
Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5.
Big time poke at that. He might have this. Nope, he's going to be short. Going to have to go for 3 shots.
I'm not sure he got every bit of that 3-wood trying to get home to this par 5 and 2, but still in the ball game for a birdie.
Let's see, I'm going to club it down. Wait a minute. Right. He clubbed down too. He's good here. Oh, darn.
Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
What a shot by Tony Finau.
That is absolutely fine.
I did a pitch shot like that once, and that sucker
Par
went
5,
straight down.
normally the easiest holes
on the
to
green,
birdie.
went right,
it's a little bit
right
of
in
a
the hole.
waste unless you can come up with something that was genius of a putt.
Here's a birdie putt.
We welcome
coming
in
up.
Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
And it's so important to get this one rolling up the slope with just the slightest movement from left to right.
I pushed it. I should have never pushed it. Pushed it again.
Didn't see the break, and that slides by to the left.
I've lost the ability to
that's
putt
left
good
for birdies.
putts. I'm not spot on like I once was.
That's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. Oof.
Oh my God! How did you rim out of there?
Okay, so problems at the par 5, as that's in for a 7. And that's going to drop him to 2 under. Here at the 15th, a good drive, Frank, would be right down the middle. A bad drive would be on 17-mile drive. As scenic as it is, it's not where you want to be, is it? It's out of bounds.
Well, you can't afford to go right. You can't afford to pay for that real estate on the right either. So, yeah, anything down there. Unfortunately, it's a downhill tee shot. I know there's sort of 4 bunkers really down the left side. But really, it's the bunker that has to be avoided.
I should get 4 under back if I play my cards right. He went in the bunker, so he's going to have a difficult second shot at 100 yards flat.
Going to settle into the bunker off the tee. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine.
Which now, if you think about it, I can shoot it better when the wind ain't blowing. Maybe the wind will be down in the second round, and we can do some serious damage, as they say. What I mean by serious damage is it's putting up big scores.
Well, that was a tough shot coming out of the fairway bunker, so really, all in all, that's an excellent approach.
So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second for this par 4.
Hit that bounce.
Okay,
Still got there.
it's
I like
not
that.
stone dead, but that's not too bad.
I'm talking about it hit the bounce
10-foot
on the
putt.
fringe area and got up on the green. That's what I was trying to get it to do that, but trying to get it to do it a little closer to where the hole was at. And Tony Finau is the outright leader at 8 under par.
It's a birdie here at 15. Oh, boy, that seared the left edge, but it didn't want to go in.
Maybe if I'd have went over just a little more, I might have would have had that shot. And we'd be celebrating with a 3 under par.
Okay, a solid par here at the 15th.
4, 3, and
he'll
5.
remain right where he is. Now the heart begins to race a little bit because you know you're playing one of the greatest finishing stretches in the entire sport of golf. Starting with a 16th, it's only 400 yards. If you can carry that island bunker, you can jumpstart your run to the house with a birdie 3. Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there.
I'm going to let this run down. I'm going to do a low loft and backspin shot here. See if it gets on that fairway. Get on that fairway. Get there short. Oh, God.
Yeah, it might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Ball above his feet here as he decides how to play his second.
You should be fine with that. This one here ain't the one that's got the down.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Ooh. Too much. Too much.
Chance now for
I
another
give it too
birdie.
much hit.
Hair
Way
of
too
right
much.
to left in this one, Rich. Straight back up the slope.
And Tony will this. He's gonna par putt this. Get in that hole. Oh no, you
All the
robbed
elements
me.
of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll stay right where he is.
Lord, get birdies on these last two. If I can get to 4 or 5 under par, I'll be fine.
He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par.
He's gonna have a clean
And he'll remain
scorecard. It looks like.
right where he is. Well, here we are, 17th hole, and this is where you can make your mark on the sport. Frank, so much history, this par 3.
It's just a great hole too, Rich. You know, that hourglass-shaped green on the angle. But you're right when you talk about history. You go back to 1972, and this hole played into the breeze. It was a 1-iron for Jack Nicklaus. Said one of the greatest shots he ever hit. Actually hit the flagstick, nearly went in. And, of course, one of my favorites is 1982. Tom Watson had missed this green to the left, and the late Bruce Edwards was his caddy. And they were looking for options because they were in such a perilous situation with the US Open on the line. And Watson said, well, what about if I just hole it? And if you look really closely at the footage, as Watson starts to run across the green, he's pointing his finger back at Bruce and saying, I told you so. And then just a few years ago, too, Gary Woodland, he had to chip it on this green and made 3.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that. Really, I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
You got it. I got that.
Oh, that's a
Oh!
good putt. That was
Dang,
a
it rimmed
slippery
out.
one, but that's well done.
You almost got
Awkward
you a
little bunker
birdie
shot
out of
to
that.
splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Well, he's going to par his.
Yeah, that'll do nicely.
Do
just beyond the hole. Super job there out of the bunker. No problems there. That's a par here at 17.
Par
and
17.
Stay at
So now we got 18 up, and it's par 5. The tree involved in the front.
That one finished off. It's in for par. And he'll stay right where he is. Well, you're not just playing the 18th hole at Pebble Beach, are you? You're taking a moment to soak it all in. Stand on that tee box, look out at the Pacific Ocean, think about what's happened here, who's played this hole, who's made history here, and then you let it rip.
He hits the tree top, and comes out over the other side. That's not bad for him. Got it. He's on. Boom.
And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway.
Yep. Second shot. Time today. He's on the green and 2. He's going to be a chance for an eagle here.
Wow. And Frank, the views here at the 18th at Pebble get a whole lot better when you knock it on in 2 just like that.
Oh, that second shot's like a banana, too. It keeps turning left, and you've got to really pick a definitive line.
Down,
and that was just absolutely ripped.
On the green. That's going to be on the green. Boom! Shakalaka, baby. That's my baby.
Got every bit of that through all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5.
And Tony going for the eagle here. And he misses it. Okay.
So now this, just outside of 20 feet for eagle.
A 20-foot eagle putt here for me. Got it. Ta-ching! Up and down, side to side, baby. That's eagle 3.
18. And that will finish off our round of golf.
4 under, baby.
Now this for
4
another
under.
birdie.
68. Let's go.
Disappointing.
And I'm going to be 4 shots off of Tony Finau, as he will be the leader after the first round. And I tell you what.
Okay, so that will wind up a par at the last.
He has a clean scorecard here.
An end
8 under.
To the round here today.
64.
One last
and I've got 4 under 68, so I'm in the top 6 in this event. That is not bad at all.
Yeah, they might have to take the standing 8, though, or hit the reset button. This can easily go the wrong way very quickly. Tomorrow, important round.
So, for Frank Nobilo, notably gay the third, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone.
Thank you very much. That will end this first round. And not too bad of a game for me to go for. We're 4th in the FedEx Cup standings, so that is not bad. We're 45th world golf rankings. Me and Hideki Matsuyama will be teeing off together. 47 mile an hour wind speed, that's perfect for me to do some serious damage. And we'll tee off at 3:24 in the afternoon. We're tied for 14th place as of now. We'll be back with round 2 on EA Sports PGA Tour Road to the Masters, the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. You don't want to miss the conclusion of this tournament. Bye-bye.